ICJ will conduct oral arguments for about a week with all participating nations and 3 international organizations expressing their stance. Israel, however, opts for a written argument. A court ruling is anticipated in the coming months. Now, let's address some of the important questions about the case. The International Court of Justice is hearing a case against Israel's occupation of Palestine. Now, this comes just a month after another case accusing Israel of genocidal acts in Gaza. If you're wondering how these 2 cases are different and what's groundbreaking about this one, we've got you covered. In this unprecedented case, 52 countries will present arguments on controversial Israeli policies in the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, and occupied East Jerusalem. This marks the largest number of parties in a single ICJ case since its establishment in 1945. Now, Israel has been accused of illegally occupying these territories since 1967, implementing restrictive measures affecting the citizenship rights, free movement, and ancestral lands of Palestine. The ICJ will conduct oral arguments for about a week with all participating nations and 3 international organizations expressing their stance. Israel, however, opts for a written argument. A court ruling is anticipated in the coming months. Now, let's address some of the important questions about the case. Who initiated the case against Israel? The case stems from a UN General Assembly request in December 2022, seeking the ICJ's opinion on the legal consequences of the ongoing Israeli occupation. This move was supported by Arab countries, Russia, and China, but opposed by Israel, the US, Germany, and others. What will be discussed during these hearings? The UNGA requested the ICJ to examine the impact of the Israeli occupation on Palestinian rights using international humanitarian laws, the UN Charter and resolutions. Human Rights Watch sees Israel's policies as apartheid and persecution, constituting crimes against humanity. What is the history of ICJ involvement with Israel? So, this case marks the second time the ICJ addresses Israel's illegal occupation. In 2004, it ruled against Israel's barrier wall in the West Bank, deeming it illegal. Israel, however, rejected the ruling and extended the wall. Which countries will participate? Over 52 countries will present arguments, including those supporting the UN decision to approach the ICJ. Legal teams from Palestine start, followed by South Africa, Canada, the US, China, Russia, and others. Multilateral organizations, including the League of Arab States, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the African Union will also present their cases. Is this case related to South Africa's case against Israel? No, this case is separate from South Africa's case, which alleges genocide in Gaza, while the current case pertains to international law violations. It is not directly linked to the ongoing conflict in Gaza. What could be the court's rulings? The ICJ, composed of 15 judges, will listen to presentations and issue a written opinion. While the timing is uncertain, past rulings against Israel, like the West Bank wall in 2004, suggest potential international pressure. The opinion won't be binding, but could influence adherence to international law. And that's a wrap for now. Stay tuned for further developments on this critical case. You can watch the hearings live and receive updates and expert analysis on DawnNews English. This is Sophie Ali signing off.